How's it going, everybody? As you guys know, today Alex Rodriguez of the New York Yankees was suspended for, I think, was it 211 games? That's up close to the 2015 season, I think. And I'm just here to share my thoughts on it, I think. I got this Sports Illustrated here for this week. Basically says the last days of A-Rod, and basically goes on to talk about how it was so promising at one point. You know, he was on pace to break Barry Bonds' record. We'll get to that in a minute. Barry Bonds, Jesus Christ, and how he was, A-Rod just fell to the ground. Just blew up in his face. And I just don't understand how a guy like A-Rod, I don't consider myself a fan of A-Rod. I'm a Yankee fan, so I guess that gives me some sort of a bias on it. But I mean, has there ever been a precedence for a player being banned or suspended for a bunch of games like this over PEDs? No. I mean, for most thing, maybe somebody misses most of a season, but they don't miss 2 seasons over something like this. And I mean, you take a look back at like Ryan Braun. Has he had to answer much for any of his rule breakings with the PEDs? No, he hasn't. Has he? No, I didn't think so. No. But let's see, what other guys can I think of here? Like Manny Ramirez. Yes, he had a suspension, but it wasn't much of a suspension. He's back in the game, and he was injured during that suspension anyway, so it didn't really hurt him, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Don't really follow that asshole, let me tell you. Let's see. What else we got? Barry Bonds. Now, this is the guy I like to bring up when people start talking about how A-Rod should have been banned for the game instead of just the 211 games or whatever, which is still a lot. It's really unprecedented. I believe Barry Bonds, come on. How many home runs did the guy hit? Like 740, 760, something like that. It was in between that. I don't know the exact numbers offhand. My bad. But the guy holds the most hollowed record in really Major League Baseball. The home run record, the career home run record. Surpassed guys that are legends like Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron. And he's a known steroid user, He used it through most of his career. You can take pictures. You can just go ahead and look up pictures from his first few years with the Pirates and compare him to when he started using. When you can easily tell, looking at pictures of him year by year, when he started using PEDs. And I'll put a couple pictures up right now. So you saw those pictures, you can easily tell, there's a dramatic difference there. You got the skinny kid that was just a good hitter, had lots of speed, and good fielder. That was Barry Bonds. He probably would have been a Hall of Famer even without steroid use, because he was damn good. But you could tell he picked that up, and that's when he started hitting the home runs. And I just don't see how Bud Selig and MLB in general can be so harsh on a guy like A-Rod, who he doesn't hold any records like that right now. He's got milestone numbers, yes, but he doesn't hold any of the major records. And you're going to be so harsh on him, but you're not going to take Barry Bonds' record and diminish it or just strike it off the thing because he cheated to achieve that number. No, Barry Bonds gets to live on. Yes, he went to court, whatever, but he didn't get any any consequences from Major League Baseball itself. And man, it's just Bud Selig he holds a double standard. That's really what it comes down to, doesn't it? Yeah, like I said. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about. Just how there's a double standard with Bud Selig. How I don't understand why A-Rod was the guy that got such harsh consequences, where there's other guys out there who have done worse things or have done the same thing, and they've gotten a slap on the wrist, So, that's basically all I wanted to say. I think if you're going to be harsh on anyone for PEDs, it should be Barry Bonds. You should find a way to get rid of his record or put an asterisk next to it at the very least, Yeah, that's really all I got to say. Till next time. See you.